Now, I would like to request Professor Braj Kishor Gupta, Social Scientist and Chief Mentor, GiantStep, for his keynote address. Please give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Lovely morning to each one of you. Having listened to so many stalwarts, starting with Professor Rijbi and Professor Satyanarayana, not much is left to talk about, that's the truth. But I must express my deep sense of gratitude for giving me the privilege to speak, number one. Number two, to Professor Irfan Rizvi in particular, for giving a lot of details about the changing landscape of education. He referred to NEP 2020, how there is a paradigm shift from summative to formative assessment. He also talked about the need for experiential learning, all that. Before I talk about what I wish to talk about, I'm reminded of Amritam tu Vidya. Amritam tu Vidya. But who is the catalyst of that in our country? You teachers. Teachers who are the foundation stone. Can a tree grow without the roots being deep? So you are the catalyst in true sense of the term, my friends. Shouldn't we give a round of applause for the teachers coming from different schools, whether they are principals or vice principals or teachers? They remind us what a Hindi poet said years ago. जगती कहीं ज्ञान की ज्योति, शिक्षा की यदि कमी न होती तो ये ग्राम स्वर्ग बन जाते, पूर्ण शांति रस में सं जाते. True, today we don't have many villages in our country, thanks to the pace of development and urbanization. But the prime objective has not changed. And what is the prime objective, my friends? The prime objective is the purpose of education. Education in the past gave us hope. What is that hope? Higher order purpose of existence. It is not just hope. Higher order purpose of existence. Even Professor Satyanarayana was talking about the purpose. We talked about Ashatoma Shadgamaya, Tamshoma Jyotirgamaya. Today the changing landscape says there is not much of darkness. So there is no question of dispelling the darkness. Today we are basking in glory. Today we are basking in prosperity. Today we are talking about Indian knowledge system. So what is the change role of the teachers today is my question. No. Today learners are given choice. We don't talk about teachers' empowerment. Today we talk about learners' empowerment. No. Dr. Malhotra was talking about giving choices to the learners. So that is the change scenario, my friends. As teachers, you have to understand. You have to understand. But now the question is, wherein comes the role of this event, ICOSA? How does it fit in? That's the real question. A great sociologist, Ambedkar, once said, true freedom lies in being controlled by society. True freedom lies in being controlled by society. We need experts. We need experts to tell you that what you are doing is the right thing. Why only experts? Even our scripture says that if you are on the right path, you will reach your goal. So, and to be reminded of what a Greek philosopher Socrates would say, the unexamined life is not worth living. So, purpose of accreditation is all that. To create value, to create new value. Today we are here not to talk only about values, we are here to talk about reinterpreting values. We are not talking about restoration or resurrection of tradition. We are here also to talk about the modernization of tradition. That is the change scenario. Swami Vivekananda had a point when he said, what India wants are Western sciences coupled with Vedanta. That is to say, we have to blend knowledge today. You cannot live in a world which is linear. That is not possible. So as teachers, you have to understand how your role has become very critical today. You can no longer be the subject expert. That is something you need to understand. AI has made your role defunct. You are not there just to to deliberate upon a subject. You have much larger role today. You are a facilitator, you are a knowledge enabler, you are a mentor in true sense of the term. So, there was a point, one of our speakers talked about Lata Mangeshkar and Sachin Tendulkar, right? That we cannot ask Sachin Tendulkar to sing a song. And this reminds me of the beautiful lines, जिसका काम उसी को साजे, जिसका काम उसी को साजे, और करे तो डंडा बाजे, और करे तो डंडा बाजे. Herein lies the relevance of this event, ICOSA, my friend. This is a body of experts. Those who will help you assess and those who will give you accreditation are no neophytes. They come with a world of experience. They have seen both the worlds. That is how it is important, my friends. So these are some of the thoughts that I have in today's time when we talk about excellence, when we talk about quality. You cannot live in your own cocoon. You are exposed to the global world. Your excellence, your quality has to be compared with the global standard. And IRF has proved beyond reasonable doubt that it may be a non-government body, but it has made its presence felt. And in today's time, you may love it, you may hate it, but you cannot ignore any quality and value-driven institution, and that is how we have to see IRF, which is going to play a key role here. As teachers, as educators, you have the key role. You have the key role because you have a changed outlook today. Your job is to create a new India. If we believe what was the dream of one of the Indian saints, the world must be conquered by India once again, that will not be possible. That will not be possible without empowering school teachers. It is not possible, my friend. Many say that we need somebody like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We need somebody like Rabindranath Tagore. We need somebody like Vivekananda. No, not at all. There was no Vivekananda, there was no Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam before they came to this planet Earth, my friends. We want each one of you to become a role model as a teacher. You don't have to look upon anybody to be the role model. And that's the kind of learning and lesson you have to teach and impart to your students. Every student must exceed the expectations of his or her teacher. You don't have to create one like you. I am reminded of one novel. That novel ends with a line that is a novel, Difficult Daughters by Manju Kapoor. And the opening line is, one thing was very clear in my mind, I did not want to be like my mother. I was surprised. Generally a girl would like to be her mother and a boy would like to be his father. That is the need of the time, my friends. Only then we will have powerful India. Only then we will be able to talk about the pristine glory, the ancient glory, and you must be able to inculcate one quality in particular, because as many of our speakers rightly said, that change in the unchangeable law of nature, what was relevant yesterday is no more relevant today. So maybe the knowledge which is taught today may not remain relevant tomorrow. But one thing that will never change is the outlook. One thing that will not change is the mindset. So positive mental attitude is something that has to be taught to the students. They must have a die-hard approach in life. They must be basking in the glory of contributing something meaningful in society. Only then they will be able to add greater value to our society. They must understand, and you must understand as teachers, that हौसले के तरकश में कोशिश का वो तीर जिंदा रख. हार जा चाहे जिंदगी में सब कुछ, हार जा चाहे जिंदगी में सब कुछ, मगर फिर से जीतने की वो उम्मीद जिंदा रख, जिंदा रख, जिंदा रख, जिंदा रख. Thank you very much. There are so many things to talk about, but I have to respect other learned speakers sitting here. Thank you very much. It was wonderful being here. I'm sure you all will come forward and be part of a wonderful venture called ICOSA. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. Shiv Shankar ji, for giving me this honor and privilege. Thank you.